I mean, it's really embarrassing. It ought to be embarrassing to the city.
In tonight with concerns from the owner of a San Diego tour group who's fed up with knife fights, drugs and alcohol and human excrement outside his business. Despite several reports filed over the years, he says he feels the city is doing nothing to address the unsanitary and unsafe conditions. Good evening and thanks so much for joining us. I'm Marcella Lee.
And I'm Anna Laurel, in for Carlo Cicchetto. The owner of another side of San Diego tour says he doesn't feel safe, and neither do guests visiting America's finest city. After he saw CBS 8 working for you to get the city to sanitize an elevator near Petco Park, he reached out to us for help.
CBS 8's Abby Black is working for you on their concerns and the city's response.
Another side of San Diego Tours says that it needs this courtyard to train its guests on Segway safety, but they say that there's some other guests here that are not very welcoming to our visitors. We're working for you after they say they've made several complaints to city officials. Nothing's being done.
That was a kung fu fight that took place right behind us, right there. They're just standing here, literally the faces of particularly the mother. What am I supposed to say?
All of this happening where kids and parents were preparing for their Segway ride.
So here's the guy taking a leak.
But before visitors can reach the another side of San Diego Tours at G Street and 3rd Avenue, they have to walk through the encampments in the courtyard.
The gauntlet, as I call it.
Guide shared pictures of alcohol and drugs in clear view.
There's the liquor bottle. We got kids coming here. And the smell of pot?
Every day we walk up and it's a wild card. You never know what it's going to be like.
This is not the impression that tour guides want to give visitors in America's finest city.
The city should be embarrassed by this.
Tour guide Kevin Wilkerson told me that the owner of the company has filed countless complaints.
But I know 20 to 30 times within the last couple of weeks, he's gone to the various channels of the city, even sent a letter to Todd Gloria.
While we wait to hear from the city, the police and the mayor did not respond to our request for comment. We found several reports on the Get It Done app. Some are active, some are closed, while others are on the referred process since last fall.
Very frustrating. And you get at your wits' end. You know, what do you do next?
That's why the owner, Kenneth Lippman, reached out to CBS 8.
He's very desperate. He's begging for help. And, we're glad you're here to bring some light to the situation.
The city emailed me a response. In summary, it says, for enforcement, police must witness a crime or violation. There are neighborhood policing division officers who are out 7 days a week and have closed Get It Done complaints in this specific location. The city adds that it is not illegal for a person who may appear to be experiencing homelessness to sit or stand in a public place. The tour guides say that they want to feel safe, and more importantly, they want San Diego visitors to feel welcomed.
It's not sanitary and it's not safe. And don't think that we don't feel uncomfortable coming here.
Working for you in downtown, Abby Black, CBS 8.
And remember, if there's something you'd like us to look into, email us at workingforyou@cbs8.com.
Sandag leaders are meeting right now to hear from the public on where to build tunnels for nearly 2 miles of railroad tracks in Del Mar. Those tracks must be moved away from the coastal bluffs. There are 3 options on the table right now. They're labeled Alternative A, B, and C. Alternative A goes right along Interstate 5 and includes the longest tunnel of the 3, but it is the most expensive. Plan B is the straightest route running through Del Mar. And Alternative C has the shortest tunnel and is closest to the coast. We have a crew at that meeting right now, and we'll share what was said coming up for you tonight at 10 and 11. The man accused of killing a 12-year-old girl while on a jet ski on Mission Bay last year pleaded not guilty today. Prosecutors say 19-year-old Arsanios Rafat Gailey was speeding on the jet ski when he hit the young girl who was on a paddleboard. The girl's parents have filed a lawsuit against the city of San Diego for the incident. The claim says 10 minutes before the crash, lifeguards stopped Gailey for speeding on that jet ski. It claims they also saw the 12-year-old in the area but still allowed Gailey to operate the jet ski dangerously. You can read more on the lawsuit on our website at cbs8.com. Tonight, a South Bay church choir leader is sentenced to 2 years in prison for the sexual abuse of a teenager. Rafael Valentine Megano worked at the Victory Outreach Church in San Isidro. He was convicted in April after pleading guilty of sexually assaulting a 15-year-old girl in a car back in 2021. He was 25 years old at the time. The victim addressed him in court today, saying he ruined her life and her mental health, causing her to attempt suicide. Megano will now have to register as a sex offender.
Crews are making progress against a massive fire north of Los Angeles. The Post fire is now 31% contained. It's burned more than 50,000 acres since it started Saturday afternoon. Strong winds and dry brush have fueled its spread. A car repair shop was destroyed along with several cars on the property there. More than 1,200 people have been evacuated as dozens of buildings are still threatened. The cause is under investigation. It's just one of 14 active wildfires across the state right now. The Sites fire you're looking at, it's burning north of Sacramento. It started yesterday and quickly grew to about 10,000 acres. Evacuation orders and warnings are in effect as wind and dry brush are also helping it spread. Right now, it's 15% contained. Its cause is also not known.
Tomorrow is Juneteenth, a federal holiday commemorating the emancipation of the last enslaved African Americans in the United States. But ceremonies are already underway across the county.
CBS 8's Alex Lai joins us live in University Heights. Alex, how are people honoring the holiday there?
Yeah, tonight there are Juneteenth flags waving all across the county, including here at San Diego Unified School District office, and a few other flags went up today as well.
Now here we are, 200 years later, still celebrating and enjoying this day.
On June 19th, 1865, slaves in Galveston, Texas were told they were free nearly 2.5 years after President Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation.
Can you imagine waiting that long to find out that you're free? It's a reminder of how important it is to never give up on fighting for what's right.
San Diego Unified School District raised the Juneteenth flag today, celebrating with students, staff, and the community.
Juneteenth is about celebrating freedom. To me, freedom is being able to go to school, play lacrosse, go to the beach, and do things that everyone is able to do. We are lucky because we don't really know what it means to have our freedom taken away.
The flag representing more than just history.
It has a star that represents the future and the progress that our people have made. And it also has the red and the blue to symbolize that we are part of America as well.
Sweetwater is another school district with a Juneteenth flag. Today it was raised for the second year in a row.
It declares the Sweetwater District's commitment to recognizing the unique tragedies and triumphs of Black Americans in the past and Black contributions to the present and the future.
And for the first time, a Juneteenth flag is waving in the sky of Lemon Grove outside the City Hall.
I actually pushed for the County of San Diego to declare Juneteenth a holiday and a day of service, specifically in the city of Lemon Grove. And today, it was quite an honor to raise the flag.
These flags recognizing the holiday in San Diego County as we learn, celebrate, and honor an important piece of history. And last night, a Juneteenth flag was raised at the Chula Vista City Hall during a Juneteenth celebration. Marcella and Anna.
Now, Alex, are any of these places having events tomorrow, or was it just today?
Well, some of them only had it today because they're actually closed tomorrow in recognition of the holiday. But the Lemon Grove mayor did tell me that they'll be having a moment of silence at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow night at Treganza Park.
All right, Alex, thank you for that update. Thanks for getting the word out. And just a reminder, several city and county operations will be closed in observation of Juneteenth tomorrow. All county offices, libraries, resource centers, animal shelters, and public health clinics are closed. City of San Diego libraries, pools, rec centers, and offices are also closed. City of San Diego parking meters will not be enforced. Curbside trash and recycled collection will be collected as usual. County and city law enforcement agencies are operating normally. And San Diego County's public health officer is retiring after 23 years of service.
Dr. Wilma Wooten, who served as the face of the county's COVID-19 response, made the announcement today. During the pandemic, she held multiple media conferences each week to keep the public informed about cases, numbers, and best prevention measures. Dr. Wooten has served as the county's public health officer since 2007. We congratulate her on her retirement. The push to ban cell phones during school days, that's still ahead.
Plus, the public art installation highlighting the stories of American immigrants.
And what's in store this year for Chula Vista? The state of the city about to get underway. We'll have a live preview coming up after the break.
Temperatures across the Southwest. We're only seeing one area on our map that has triple digits. That's Phoenix, 102 degrees right now. Getting away from those triple digits across portions of the desert and still locked into the 60s closer towards the coast. Your complete forecast is ahead.